Hello, everybody, and welcome to this review of the Lockout ID Supervisor Portal. And we're going to go through the entirety of the features of the portal so that you can be familiar with it, because we've made a significant UI change just this past day, which is September 18th, 2025. So if you've used this before, it will look completely different. If you're brand new to it, then strap in and get ready for a great ride. Why Lockout ID? Lockout ID is the new Smart LOTO Tag System and is the only Smart LOTO Tag System on the market today. It's produced, designed, engineered, and everything else supported within the United States. And it's just so much better than traditional lockout tags, which have had an over 40-year run, and still lockout tagout remains in the top 10 most cited OSHA violations in the United States. So let's take a look. After logging into the dashboard, which can be viewed not only on a desktop, which we're seeing here, but also on a mobile phone, we are going to be presented on a dashboard with a count of tags. Now, each supervisor has tags that are onboarded, which that supervisor can onboard those tags by scanning the QR code of the tag. If the tag is not onboarded yet, it will present you with the ability to take photos and fill out worker identification information for that tag. You must be signed in as a supervisor in order to onboard a tag, and once you do, that tag is assigned to you in the Lockout ID Supervisor Portal. Now, for one or two tags, this can be pretty easy. And we do have some supervisors that will just onboard tags for people and take pictures and just go to town. We do have a feature that can help out when you have more than a few people that you're onboarding, maybe 25, 30, 40, 50, 100. Not a problem. We have a fast start system. So once you've logged into your portal, make sure that you have the ability to access a printer, and you'll click the Generate Fast Start button here at the bottom. And then you can print this out. And what this does is you can print this out and put this on the desk where you hand out your lotto tags, and you will have the workers that are picking up these tags grab a hold of a tag, scan this with their smartphone, and then they will be temporarily added to the system so that they have the ability to onboard themselves. This is true self-service. And these rolling tokens are only good for 60 minutes. So after the 60 minutes is through, then you'll have to regenerate another one. So if this was lying around somewhere, nobody could onboard a tag. Okay, so that is fast start. And now let's take a look at profile settings. If we click on profile settings, we are able to change the logo. So if you've got a company logo that you want to be present on our dash view, which is something they'll show you right next, you can choose the file here and update the profile. As you can see, we've already chosen the Northern Power and Safety Solutions logo, and we'll show you where that appears. So we're going to skip right from profile settings. Obviously, sign out. That's to sign out of the portal. We'll go down to the dashboard view, and we can see here's the logo here at the top. So the dash view is a view that gives you all of the lockouts that you're assigned. Now, this demo account has 50 lockouts. It'll tell you who is on shift and off shift. If you're using the Lockout ID Gen 2 tags with NFC, tap on the back, then your workers can just simply tap their phone on the back of the tag to sign on and sign off of the shifts, and that allows them to not have to maintain a separate sign-in, sign-out sheet. So that'll show here This is often displayed within a safety area on a big screen TV so that everybody can see as they walk by that you're taking your safety seriously. See who's on shift and off shift. It also has the date and the current time. So let's take a look back here. So that was the profile settings, sign out, clear lids. So at the end of your job, if you do jobs where you come into a place and then you do some maintenance or whatever it is, and then once you're done, you disband. What you can do with lockout IDs is you can clear out all the lockout IDs, the lids, by clicking this button, and it's going to tell you that you're going to be deleting the IDs. So this is a perfect opportunity to quickly do this. Now, you don't have to do that. You can do one at a time. So maybe James Tanner is done, he's completed, he's turned back in his tag, and then you can just simply click the delete. It's asking you, hey, you sure that you want to delete tag 124? And you say yes, and then he's gone. And then we update our tags all in real time, and he's gone. We can see here on our dashboard who's on shift and off shift. Off shift users have the off shift banner. We can see here scans. So anytime a scan is made to a lockout ID tag, it does have a counter. So you could use this perhaps if you have somebody on your safety team that is supposed to go out and look at all the tags once a day, and you've been on the job for 5 days. You'd assume that each one of these tags were scanned 5 times. You can also click this button here and edit any of these tags. Perhaps when it was onboarded with the wrong scope or the wrong shift or the wrong company, anything really. You can edit it there and get back to it. This is specifically useful if every time we have a work scope here, there is the potential if somebody misspelled this, it would be a completely different work scope and the filtering wouldn't work quite right. So you can just go in there and double check. So if you expected when you click systems to have 15 users and you only have 10, just take a look there and see if somebody has misspelled it. And then if you want to see everybody at once again, you could just go back to all work scopes by pressing that filter. Let's go down to order tags. Order tags will bring you to the Lockout ID shop where you can click into the catalog and you can click in and order additional lockout IDs in the singles or the 25 packs. The tag audit, we don't have any audits here in this demo environment, but basically the tag audit is when you have people that are scanning on shift and off shift with the generation 2 tags. The audit will give you their details, the worker ID, their lockout ID, and their status change and when it happened, so that you can print that out and if you want to, or you could just save it digitally to whatever system you're using to record those. You can email support with this button. It'll send an email or launch email for support@lockoutids.com if you have questions. And that is it. That is it. This is the version on the desktop. If we were to look at what that looks like on your mobile phone, we can just, in my case, I can just squeeze this closed so that you can see what that looks like. On mobile, the summary dashboard gives you the tags, but you can also filter. And then you have everybody's information here. You can call them, you can view their tag, you can edit, you can delete their tag, you can see how many times they were viewed, what their company and work scope is. And if you have any questions, you can always reach out to us either on email, support@lockoutids.com, or call us at the office at 617-340-3061.